Miracle Boy Boxing. I am your host, Austin Cruz, and I'm going to talk to you guys about an interesting fight that has been in the talks lately for some time now, since last year, and it's a very intriguing fight. It's a fight where you don't see often. It's a fight where promoters will hesitate on these days, and it's a fight where you'll see it happened in the Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Hearns days. No one is afraid to lose their O's. And the fight that I'm talking about is Xander Zayas versus Jahi Tucker. These guys lately have been on a collision course, especially for Jahi Tucker. Jahi Tucker had been calling out Xander Zayas for not long, but long enough to get him in the ring with him. I remember a time when Zayas fought on, I think it was a Teofimo Campa fight card in New York. Actually, it was a Teofimo versus Santa Martin card in New York. And Xander Zayas fought Alexis Salazar. And of course, Zayas won that fight. Jahi Tucker was supposed to fight on that card, but he didn't make weight. So he moved up to 154 from 147. Uh, Both guys are 20 years old. 15 and 0 for Xander Zayas, 10 and 0 for Jahi Tucker. Usually fights like this, promoters hesitate with because they don't want to sacrifice their fighter so early just yet with their zero. But it seems to me that this fight will likely happen in a not so distant future. In a not no, it's gonna happen actually. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be what I meant was it's gonna happen sooner rather than later actually. Because Jahi Tucker came out with a video recently saying that let's go. Let's get it on, Xander. He fought not too long ago in the April 1st card on ESPN, the Royce Ramirez Isaac Dogbo card, undercard, and he fought a guy from Poland, I think, and an unknown guy, 9-1 coming in, and that was, man, it was a shootout. It was a give and take fight, tough fight. Jahi Tucker got rocked in that fight. He stayed composed. He didn't let it get to him. He wasn't discouraged. He fought back. He got ahead. He collected himself. You know, after that shot, and he stuck to his game plan. He stuck to his boxing skills that he had, that he have, and he was letting his combinations go, body shots, head shots, try to keep this guy off him because he was a strong guy with a punch, brawler type style. So it was a tough fight for Tucker, but Tucker bit down on his mouthpiece and he fought well, and he did what he had to get the decision. Um, Very skilled fighter, talented. Uh, One of the top prospects coming up on ESPN undercard and stuff. So Jahi Tucker um, is definitely an excellent talent. Now Xander Zayas fought on the Sandra Martin undercard against Alexis Salazar, and after the fight, the post-fight press conference, the press was asking Zayas some questions, and out of nowhere, this guy talked and said, "I want to fight you." Um, and Xander Zayas told him, "In this sport, it's about learning and growing, and you got room to grow. You got a lot of room to grow." And Tucker at the time, I didn't know it was Tucker. I was wondering, who's that? So when I found out it was Tucker, Tucker said, "Help me grow." Well then help me grow. And Zayas respond, "Help you grow? Well, I'm sorry, I won't do that because if we do this, I'm gonna put you out of business. And Tucker's there sitting down with the press with a hoodie on, trying to not be seen. But he got in there, man, and he called out Xander, tried to get his attention. But that didn't work. So this year, hopefully we see this fight. It's an interesting fight, guys. Two young guns, 20 years old. Of course, hungry, trying to prove something, trying to make a statement. Fighting each other, in my opinion, is the biggest fight of their careers because these guys are young. These guys are highly touted prospects. And Jahi Tucker, he's an excellent talent who feels he's ready for Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is just as talented as Tucker, maybe a little more. In my opinion, Xander Zayas has fought the better competition. He's got Luis Lavallez, Quincy Lavallez. He's got Elias Espada, and he got Salazar. Salazar, who went in there with the Dominican puncher at 160, Carlos Adames. Adames caught him and knocked him out in 3 rounds, but he caught him. Adames is a much harder puncher than Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas won decision, but it was a convincing win. Elias Espada, durable Mexican fighter, solid guy, never been stopped until Xander Zayas stopped him. And in over 30 fights, veteran in the game. And Quincy Lavallez, a very slick boxer that Xander Zayas outbox. He beat him at his own game. And Jahi Tucker has not fought any of those guys, and he has not fought. Jahi Tucker doesn't have a familiar name on his resume. Zayas does. Elias Espada and Michael and Salazar are familiar names, and even Quincy are familiar names in his resume. But it doesn't change the fact that this will be a good fight. Two skill boxers, two young talents who aren't afraid to go in there and put their 0 on the line, especially Tucker, who wants this fight at 10-0. Like I said, guys, it's rare to see a fight like this happen, and both these guys want the fight. And both these guys share a common opponent in Jose Luis Sanchez. Tough fighter from New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jose Luis Sanchez pushed both guys, and both guys passed the test with flying colors, took Sanchez to the decision. So they share a common opponent in Jose Luis Sanchez. But Xander Zayas versus Jahi Tucker, guys, I hope the fight happens. It's an excellent fight. Two young lions putting their all on the line. 15-0 for Xander Zayas, 10-0 for Jahi Tucker. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it happens. And it's definitely a fight that's going to be with a lot of skill. Definitely a chess match in the beginning. But once these guys start to go to work, it's going to be a very high-level fight when it comes to skill-wise. And both guys are going to definitely have spots in there where they're going to be going up. They'll be going at it, trading shots. Excellent exchanges. And, yeah, it's going to be a good fight. Can't wait. Hopefully it happens. Miracle Boy Boxing, guys. I am your host, Hosting Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. The greatest sport in the world, in my opinion. And there you have it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this fight happens. Miracle Boy Boxing, I'm your host. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.